Hello, welcome back to T3 Plays. Today we are testing out this Pokemon, Dawn Wings Necrozma. So in our hand we have double not Dawn Wings. We do have the leaf, so if we are in trouble we can leaf out. So we may at the beginning just let it take a few hits, then we leaf out, go into another Pokemon. Hopefully we can get, okay, we got our Cosmog. Hopefully we can get our Lunala up and running in that time. We will red card them just to slow them down. So they're running a Salazzo deck with Nihilego, so they're focusing on poisoning aspect. Luckily, Giratina, Lunala, they're a bit tanky. Even our Necrozma is pretty tanky as it is. They are poison, so we do want to get it out because it will keep taking in 30. End of this round, we take 30. Next round, we'll take another 30 and we lose it. Don't want to lose it just yet because I think it's a bit too early. We'll go into our Cosmo and hopefully we can get the Lunala next turn and then we can attack and take it out. Or we just keep trying to survive. Yeah, then Heligo is going to start tearing us apart because 30 damage each turn. That's going to be a drain. Like the Stiffen protects us so much from the initial attack, but every round we are losing damage from that poison. Stiffen again, and look, we're gonna end of this turn we're gonna have how much? 10 HP. Yep. So luckily we got on Lunala. We can evolve and we can take out this, but we do risk losing it. You take the energy from there so we can put the new energy on the dust, on the Dawn Wings. So we did the Psychic Connect so we can take it off, you know, the Cosmog. We definitely will lose this Lunala. They're going to attack. So we do have to stall out a bit as well. Next turn, they are up. They're a point ahead. So they're going to poison this. But we can take them out. Okay, they switch in. So they are running only fire energy. We can evolve our Lunala. But there's no point because I think we can take them out because they only seem to be running fire energy, which is very interesting. So I think they retreated because that was their only attacker. They didn't want to lose it. Very interesting match. Again, we start with the Necrozma, but we do have Leaf once again. Yeah, you kind of don't want to start Necrozma at the start because 3 energy is a lot. And so it's there more to tank if you start, and hopefully you get a Leaf, or you're having to sacrifice the Necrozma. About 110 HP is a bit tanky, so you'll take most couple of turns. You're never going to lose in the first turn or the second turn. It's very rare that happens. So they get the Herdia, so they're doing the strat of getting the Stoutland out, and I wouldn't be surprised if they have a Tapu Lele. They're running Psychic Energy, so make us have as much energy, you know, on a Pokemon, and then they get the Tapu Lele out to knock our Pokemon out. And our Pokemon do kind of need a lot of energy, so this is probably one of the decks that we're worried about. Yep, there's the Tapu Lele. They red card us. Okay, they helped us out. We got the Leaf back. We got the Giratina to start generating energy, which will help us out. And we got another Cosmog. We are hoping we let it take one more attack. Even if we lose it, I'm not too fast because then it opens up the possibility of using Lusamine. But with the Giratina now, we can generate energy faster and get potentially some attacks off. So let's see what we can get. Yeah, Lunala is very pivotal because it would help us move our energy around. Okay, Giratina. Conundrum now. Yeah, Guzma them. Just take that extra cape off just so we can get them a bit worried because next turn I want to just use a Guzma just to reduce my hand a bit, because next turn potentially now on a Leaf or Sabrina. So let's see what they do. So they do take it out, and next turn I can hit them, take them out. So it gives me options, because now they're within range. If they had their Stoutland up, then they'd be at over like 160. So I had to use the Guzma to get them within range, even within range of Giratina. But now I know if it's within range of one Necrozma, I use that. It's a single point Pokemon. They're using the non-EX Rayquaza, which is interesting. 30 damage for each head. Okay, go for it. 160. But I've got my Giratina and a top deck rare candy, so I can evolve. Even if I didn't, I could have retreated to my Giratina because I had enough energy. And I want to use my Lunala to attack because it does 100 damage, which takes this Rayquaza out, as well as it's tanky enough to take hits from the other Pokemon, because 180 HP is a very good, HP level, while the Giratina, if I attacked, it would have 4 energy. If we at 130 range, it's more susceptible. Victory. Next match. This time, we don't leave with Necrozma. We got the Cosmog, the promo Cosmog. Okay, I'm guessing Tapu Koko. Yeah. Okay. Both versions of Pikachu, interesting. And Oricorio. So that's why we got the Dawn Wings Necrozma. So in our previous version that we ran similar to this, we had the baby Giratina to be our Oricorio attacker. But now with the Necrozma, that's the other option. You can one-shot it with 100 damage. The baby Giratina used to do 70 damage, so you could one-shot it as well. But obviously with the Lusamine ability, you can bring back the energy. So it's that play of, do you want to bring back energy, or do you want to have something that can easily move around? Because both require 3 energy to attack. And here Psychic Connect. So this turn we take them down to 30. If they choose to attack us, they definitely will lose the Tapu Koko. So let's see what they do. And they won't have any energy on the remaining Pokemon. Okay, so they do, and they haven't put a Electric Cord on it. We do have the Lusamine in case we lose our Lunala, and we can get the energy back potentially, because it'll go on the Necrozma. But if we get our Lunala up and running again, we can move the energy off it as well. So they put the Oricorio in, but they only have a single Oricorio, and I have Sabrina, and I can one-shot everything on their bench. And this is the beauty of Lunala and Giratina pairing. So we weren't able to showcase the Necrozma, but can show it's a holistic deck. You won't always use the Necrozma, but when you do, it's there for you. So we do double Necrozma, we get the Leaf, Lusamine, so we are set up. No point putting that Necrozma in so far. Okay, they're using something spicy. Got the Porygon, they got the Zero Aura. So they're gonna try and obviously disrupt our energy, but lucky for us, Lunala only needs 1 psychic energy. Necrozma only needs 1 psychic energy as well. So even if we don't have the energy for our Giratina, we can move the energy around to be able to attack. So this is not a bad matchup for us. And already we'll have enough energy generated at the beginning of the match to move the energy around. So this is probably like the worst deck for them as well, because of the fact that we can move our energy around. Got our Cosmog. No point in putting the second Necrozma down. We do have to be careful about where we put our energy, because you can only use Psychic Connect once on a Pokemon per turn. So now we have three on the Giratina. Let's see what they do. So they are focusing on the Porygon, Zero Aura. They were like they didn't care about. They did a Charge Beam, attack us, take us down to 30 HP, and change our energy. So now it's Dark Energy. So we can't one shot the Porygon, but we can take it down to 10 HP. And if you can get our Lunala up and running, we can move around that energy. Okay, this is annoying. And it takes our Psychic Energy. That's bad. But we get our Lunala. And we can work around this. Because we can put the Metal Energy on the Giratina. And when we retreat, we get rid of the Metal as well as the Dark. So we retain as much of that Psychic Energy as possible. Move that up. And then we can attack for 100. And look at how tanky this Lunala is. And for us to retreat is one energy. We can move that energy around to our Necrozmas, and then it can start doing 100 damage at a time. We get double Team Rocket Grunt, and we lose another one. But like I said, we only need one Psychic Energy to attack. We just clean out. And obviously, even if we're desperate for our Psychic Energy, we've got Giratina that can generate it for us. And I'd say this pretty much done. Yeah, and if we lose immediately, it would have just been random as well. And we get the lose in case we lost it, we would have had a chance. They don't get their Porygon Z up, so this is game over. Very fun deck that they're using, but not against us. It's not gonna work. We go first. We are constantly starting with Necrozma. I would prefer Giratina lead, so I can start generate that energy quick and then move it around. Because it can generate so much energy, I don't even mind retreating and losing it because that goes in the discard pile, ready for Lusamine to pick up. Okay, they hit 40 damage, which hurts. Okay, we get the Cosmoem. Yeah, we red card them just to get rid of any Gladions they have, any support cards. 6 cost to 3 is a big bonus. Yeah, we'll just put it all on Giratina for now because we can easily lose this Necrozma. I am expecting an evolution. They evolve so they can take out this Necrozma. Do they have anything else? They do not have. So they didn't want to take out my Necrozma because they know I would take them out. But unfortunately for them, I have a leaf. You can't delay it any longer, and I take you out. Bye bye. If you want to try out this deck yourself, here's the deck list. Take a screenshot. If you do try out, let me know how you get on. And like always, if you can like, comment, subscribe, really appreciate it. And I'll catch you next time. Bye bye.